Hey YouTube, I'm just back again. Donnie D, Donald Freeman. Uh, just finished reading my book, Exchange Traded Funds. It was a good read, and it's like, okay, you know, do you want to pick stocks, or do you want to have a basket of stocks, and that's it? You have the basket of stocks, that's it, and you just roll with it. And so, reading this book was very insightful. I was also reading a book that was the, the first book most people should probably read, Investing for Dummies, which entails a lot of things like investing in stocks, investing in real estate, investing into your own side hustle, your own business. And so it's important to read a book like that too, because you never know what you actually want to do until you start doing it. And so I had that book. I have this book, Exchange Traded Funds. And so when I thought about it, and I'm out here at the reservoir again, relaxing. So when I thought about it, I felt like I'm actually doing pretty good. Um, it's what is today? Like, I have to look at my phone actually. The 23rd. Tomorrow's the 24th. But I'm looking at like two more payments that I know I'm going to get. You know, $7.36, another $1.34, which is the one I talked about in the last video, which is like I'm only going to get that once a year. So I'm still thinking about like, what do I really want to keep that? I might just go ahead and just get rid of that one. I only bought it because of the potential for growth. But I've had it for a year and I have seen hardly no growth out of it. But that's only because of geopolitical things, like the fact that everybody's jumping into Nvidia and Taiwan Semi, and it's mostly China stocks. And so the world right now in 2023 is in a frenzy trying to get Chinese stocks, when a good stock like UMC, which makes, supportive, they don't make the chips, they make, all the other electronic needs you need, like resistors and other connectors and stuff like that for electronics. So if electronics are blowing up, so why wouldn't, a company that makes all that stuff be blowing up right now? And that's just because of the way the world is running to a whole bunch of other stuff. They don't want to run into like, oh, this is where, a safe place is. So I had to keep that in mind. But I am due to get my end of the month stocks. It's not telling me yet on my Robinhood account what my end of the month stocks are going to be, but I expect that I'm gonna get like, over, you know 30 plus 15 plus 10. So what is that, like, almost 55, another $55 to end the month. But like I was telling all y'all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end up still buying. I'm gonna start the month off buying AGMC, the real estate mortgage REIT, and then I'm also gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go straight to buying my Apple Yield Max again. There's some in between. I might buy. I might go ahead and buy my EFAS, which is a, the emerging markets stock. SDIV, which is another emerging stock. This is all beginning of the month. So, right now it's just a hard sell on what do I want to buy at the beginning of the month. Like, we're close to the end of the month. We got one more week till the end of the month. So what do I want to do? It's a big ask, and it's a big, ask and sell. Like, what do I want to do? But I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk about that. I, finished my book, exchange traded funds. I finished that one. I'll give it back to the library because, you know, another thing I never talked about is the best thing to do is get easy access to easy information. Just like you're watching a YouTube video, or anybody can watch a YouTube video, you can go to a library and read any book on any subject, just like, some of the greats, like I talked about, or, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and, you got the series of Investing for Dummies or Anything for Dummies. And then there's other books out there. There's a lot of people who talk about that. Like I said, if you watch my playlist, anybody out there, if you look at my playlist when you go to my YouTube account, I got my videos, and then I got a playlist of all the stock videos of people I watch, which is important because you can look at that and say, okay, now we're looking at, people who they got other perspective. They're also doing the same thing. And that's one thing I'm trying to get to everybody, anybody who watches me. I'm trying to get y'all to look into the fact that you need to definitely have somebody that you watch. If it's not me, if it's not somebody that I suggest on my playlist, like I got a cousin who she's doing great in her investing, and she watches on TV. She watches Susie Arman, which she's great. I watched a lot of her shows and videos, and she's great. And so that's what I would say. Do that. That's great. I want everybody to think that, okay, now here's what you want to do. You want to start investing. You want to start getting your life together. You know what I'm saying? Think about the fact that, like, most people have no investments. Most people don't have anything that pays you anything else. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't have anything that's going to be like, okay, I may make this type of money from my job, but I need something else. And so most people say, okay, they do like me. Like, my side hustle is doing lawn care, or your side hustle is doing landscaping, lawn care, or roofing, construction, being a car mechanic, you know what I'm saying, home repair, painting, you know what I'm saying, and which is all good. Everything is all good. Whatever your hustle is, it's all good. But that's a side hustle. But you also need your investment hustle. Like, you can have a job, invest in your retirement, and then after that, you got to wait for your retirement. You don't know what's going to happen, but you can also, in this day and age, in 2023, you can be investing into your, portfolio of whatever it is, stocks, real estate. I talk about a side hustle, but you can also be talking about a business, a business that is not your side hustle, that's, more, 100% all in, you're doing a business, which means you're also bringing other people in. You got employees, payroll, accounting, and all that. But those are some of the things that you should be thinking about right now. And, this is the end of the July, and I just want to put that out there on you guys in a short video. This is probably not a short video, probably already 10 minutes, but I just want to make sure people think about that on a day like today where it's supposed to be raining heavily around here in Springfield, Ohio, but it actually all passed and went to Columbus. But I want everybody to think about that. Think about, your learning about investing journey. You're investing if it's your side hustle or going into investing into your stocks. Do that. Invest into your stocks because if you're into the right stocks, you got a monthly payout, you got a quarterly payout, and you also have growth. And another thing they always talk about is at the end of the year, if you have some losers, you can sell out of them for a break in your tax. And then, okay, you got 31 days over a month to where you don't buy back into them. Say you're into the SPY and, which is not losing, but say it was having a losing year for you, you could sell out of the SPY, and something that's generally the same thing is VOO, which is Vanguard's almost the same thing, and you can buy into that and start the new year and into that, and you get a tax break because you sold out of your loser. And this is all hypothetical, but you should do things like that. You should look into things like that. And another thing about my other book, which is not this book, but the other book was talking about investing in general, and it got a large, maybe 2 or 3 chapters talking about, investing into a lot of things, but real estate, a lot of real estate information, and that's what a lot of people get into is, investing into real estate for cash flow. And so I have nothing against it. I don't do it myself, but I got a lot of my friends from the D-town, Dayton, Ohio. They invest in real estate, and, it's good to go. It's good cash flow, and I would never hate on that. But I just don't do it personally because, starting out, there's time into it, and I'm already into my late 40s. I wouldn't call it late 40s. I'm already 45, so I wouldn't get into it right now, even though that's what they're doing. I just want to build up my portfolio of stocks, and that's what I'm getting into, talking about the same things I was talking about. One thing I'm going to do is continue to build my Apple Yield Max. And I don't know, I might have said it before, but I bought Tesla Yield Max for my Webull account. And I may add to that. And that's where I'm at. So I just wanted to bring that to you, on a great Sunday afternoon. Should have rained, but looks like it's all passing. Great day. People are out here having a good time. And maybe I just leave it at that. If you like this content, like and subscribe. I'll be out here doing my thing. Like on my last video, I showed a little bit of, at the end of the video, doing my side hustle, cutting grass. But I'm not going to do that on this one. But one day I might show you a little bit of my main hustle of me working at my job, my main job, at Air Trim, because they pay me good, but it's you know, my main hustle. They pay me well. I have nothing against it. I love my coworkers, which is a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people always got a gripe about their coworkers. I love my coworkers. You know, everybody got their own quirks and everything, but I love it. I love hanging out, doing my job, and then when we get to sell and everything goes down, we're doing our thing. And so I just want to put that on you guys. The notification bell, if you want to be notified of the next time I put out a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And look at that. People just coming through, hanging out at the Buck Creek side of the reservoir, Springfield, Ohio. Yeah, people just coming through, back and forth. It's a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.